back to the podcast, the LPY podcast. Yeah.
Sorry.
Welcome
Okay,
back
Cam,
to
you're
LPY
allowed.
After Hours podcast. Today we have a special edition Halloween podcast for everyone.
Wait, I'm just. You're done.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to let y'all know Adri misses y'all and she's seeing Taylor Swift.
And we miss her.
Yes, we miss her. Huh?
She dumped us for Taylor Swift.
I know.
And Gracie, whatever her last name is.
You're
I
a
love
traitor,
her story.
Adri. You're
Well,
a traitor.
today you
That's
get
right.
me as your host, Pearl Bilbrey, but
Period.
more officially known as Bruno Mars tonight.
Tonight. Okay.
Okay, so we're just gonna be yapping a little bit about Halloween, how we feel about Halloween, and just, how we feel about
Me
Halloween.
personally, I hate it.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay. We're gonna start off with a couple
wait, I'll wait a
of the
second.
basic Halloween questions. So, question number 1: Oh, hold on. I just want to point out that I'm the only person dressed up at this table.
No, that's not true.
I'm dressed up as myself.
Sure?
I'm just a Bama fan.
I'm a swimmer.
You're a swimmer.
Yep.
Okay.
See, my events are right here. I have
Right.
my shirt on, and
That's a
I
slay.
came from a swim meet. What?
Okay.
That's a slay.
Okay.
I'm a Bama fan. I watched the Bama game today.
Okay. That's acceptable.
Yep.
All right.
I
Anybody
smell
else?
like
I'm a
chlorine,
Bama
if that
fan.
counts
I
for
said that
anything.
first.
Okay. Okay.
smell like Salvador.
Jade is a baby.
Well, my shirt got eyes.
Roll Tide.
I am a black icon.
Journey is.
Oh.
Okay. Wait, you're a what?
All right.
A black icon.
Queen. Okay, so question 1, we're going to start off with the surface level question of what scares you most?
Ooh, birds.
Getting slit in the throat.
Stop.
Just talking
Put on me,
about
put on
this.
The dark.
We can't do this, Kaylee.
Death.
Let me tell you this story
True, but
that
like,
Q
I'm
was just
still
telling
scared
us.
of it. I'm still scared of it.
Wait, Journey, I'm sure you've probably heard this story before. It's literally your dad. But Q was just telling this story in the parking lot about when he worked for that homeless shelter type thing. What was it?
Oh, yes, in Oregon.
Yeah, in
like
Oregon.
someone
And
say it.
and some guy tried to kill himself with like a rusty pocket knife.
Oh,
And then
What?
like decided he didn't want to die, so he started like crawling up the street, and there was like
That for real
a
happened?
trail of yeah.
No,
A trail of blood.
I did not hold
this
They had to hold towels like on this guy to keep him from like bleeding out and dying.
Yeah.
That's a real story.
Quinn has
Like
too many
I would just die.
Oh my
stories.
god.
There's been so many cases where someone has hurt themselves in Q's presence. It's kind of scary.
Q just got the effect.
I think he makes them up at this point, y'all. He is like, he got all
Okay,
the
so,
stories.
Anna Ruth, why are you afraid of birds?
There's lots of reasons.
No, you're afraid of birds.
Think
Birds is
Nay.
actually crazy.
Well, what are you afraid of?
Heights.
Right?
Oh no! Birds are in hots, May.
But like still, birds. What is a bird gonna do to you?
What is a hot gonna do to you?
You could fall to your death.
A bird
Okay, I'm not afraid of the
can do
height.
way more
I'm not
damage.
afraid of the height. I'm afraid of falling from the
You're not
height.
afraid of the dark, you're afraid of what's in the dark.
I'm not afraid of a bird. I'm afraid of what a bird's gonna do to me. Like, you know?
What's the scariest bird in your opinion?
Are you
Anna
afraid
Ruth?
of cars? Because you don't want to get like something does not add up here.
It is funny.
Well, one time when I was like, 12, or something like that. All right. Really? Okay. So, I was at the beach and we were walking on this pier, like going towards the, I guess, lagoon, and there was, those really big cranes.
Yes.
The big
Yes.
bird. Well, I was 11, and currently I'm like 5'2", and so at this point I'm like 4'10".
Everybody to note, she is still 5'2".
I'm 5'2" right now.
Okay.
But I was 4'11", or around there then. Like, I was
Okay.
shorter, is my point. And so the bird was as tall as me, like,
Yeah.
if not taller. And I was going towards the lagoon, and it started chasing me. With its wings, like, flapping.
Yeah,
And it was just really scary. And I don't like birds.
terrified ever since.
I don't like chickens.
Right. My mom.
I don't like
I
chickens.
don't
That's
like
crazy.
chickens
My
at
mom
all.
is terrified of birds, like ducks and chickens, and also frogs. How you said
Oh, I don't like frogs.
I hate frogs
She's
so much.
terrified of stuff that jump. So there was one
Yes,
time we
yes.
were at
They're
Panama City
unpredictable.
Beach, and I was trying to catch a frog for 2 nights. The same frog was outside of our condo, and I finally caught it, and then I chased Mom around the entire resort with a frog in a bucket. And
You
it
were
was
not
the
my
most-
child after that
No,
one.
it was the most amazing thing in the entire world. And she sprinted around the entire thing.
Yeah,
it was
see,
fantastic.
I don't like frogs or birds, but I love sharks. Like, I want to swim with sharks so bad.
See, you're just
Like,
weird.
I
Remember
would- I
what
love
Jordy said?
sharks.
So chicken, but not sharks. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Right. Let me.
Oh my
have a
God.
cuddle
That's
with
funny,
a shark,
Jada.
But please do not.
Jada just said, so you're afraid of chickens, but not sharks. That's funny.
I don't got a mic.
I will say that our geese, like, I'm not afraid of any.
I
Geese-
hate their geese.
Like, we literally feed our geese and love our geese.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You still got making a goose
And-
now.
Quack.
And our geese should love us, but for some reason they still try to kill us every time we go on the
Right.
fence.
Okay.
So
let's,
geese are evil.
Let's take a gander over to this side of the table. Journey and Jada, what are y'all afraid of?
Okay.
Biggest fear.
I'm afraid of the dark or like getting kidnapped.
Oh.
Because what if someone just like
Right.
snatched you
Just-
up?
just gonna
Speaking
take-
of doing that, I have a story later.
Yeah, and that's also like I feel like I could just like get away from a kidnapper, and I know I couldn't. That's like
Put that flag football to use.
what about you?
Okay. I am also afraid of getting kidnapped, but
Who isn't?
fair. And I hate whales. Just fun
Whales?
fact about me.
Yeah.
I hate whales.
I don't like that much either. I'm afraid.
I know.
they're just-
I hate
I don't want
orcas.
to get swallowed by a whale.
Okay.
Because with a shark, if it's gonna kill you, it's gonna like bite you and kill you.
No.
With a whale,
No,
I'm
slow
so
down.
good with sharks.
I know,
Sharks
but
are
I'm
fine
saying
with
with a
me.
whale, like,
But
if
whale,
it
they
swallows you, that's
They like play with you until they kill you. But sharks, they
that's
just eat you.
That's scary. That's scary. I've seen that before.
But I love dolphins.
Dolphins are cute.
I'm also afraid of clowns.
Mm,
Clowns, clowns creep me out. I don't know why. They're just like the McDonald's clown.
Stop.
Oh my gosh. It's just, yes. Ronald
Ronald
is scary.
McDonald.
He's scary. Like, he just stands there advertising. Like, I know your master plan. He's unsafe.
Are you ready to speak, Ruth?
No.
Oh my gosh. And I'm afraid of fish.
Oh, I love fish.
I'm like, my mom, like, she
Like
loves,
in the ocean, swimming by your feet.
just genuinely,
Yeah.
I'm like, my mom, she loves fish, and so when like there's fish like ready for her to make, I'm just like staring at it thinking it's gonna come back alive. I'm terrified of fish. I can't.
Dislike fish, like swimming by my feet. In
Mhm.
the ocean. But you love it.
Don't they like to eat the calluses off your feet?
Ooh, that's like
Certain
something
kind
in
of fish.
Victorious.
Yeah.
That's what you're
For
talking about.
what are they called?
Puka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My biggest fear, besides like the abandonment and stuff like that, like those kind of things, but superficial, snakes and bridges.
Mm.
While we were cleaning out our junk pile today, there was a huge rat snake, and Kaylee went crying.
I would
She
cry.
was crying.
I would cry too.
This
was
was
not
a
crying.
beautiful snake, and Kaylee was like, "No,
Okay,
no, thank you,
here's-
no, thank you,
here's
no,
what-
thank you."
Here's what happened.
When these idiots renovated the house, like that we bought the people we bought the house from, they just threw all like the scrap and stuff in the woods,
Yeah.
and so now we're trying to clean it out, and we're literally like pulling gutters out from the ground because that's how long they've been there, like old gutters.
Yeah.
And the one I pulled it looked like a trick, like you know how like you pull something and a fake snake pops
Mhm.
out and like I got you. It was a real snake though.
Absolutely not. Yeah, no, I would actually run crying.
No, and
Kaylee has never ran
faster in her life. This is not true.
I would have been a
Jada-
track star
Jada-
that
Jada,
day.
Jada, you are exaggerating. I calmly
You
walked
are
away and was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what I did.
Not happening.
I did not run.
Also
No.
spiders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cockroaches. Ooh.
Not fake spiders. Those don't bother me. But one time this is not too long ago actually. There was me and my family were outside like on our porch, and I seen there was a spider earlier, like crawling around on a web. Like that's its home, so it's gonna be there. But then I felt something like crawling up me, and I was paused for a second, and my mom was like, "There's a spider on you," and I started freaking out. I got up and I ran away, and my brother had a friend outside, and so like.
Oh, this happened not too long ago.
Yes. And I started like, okay, so I was so freaked out by this, so I had to run inside and I took all my clothes off, and like, it was awful. I hate spiders, and then I took a shower because
Right.
it was crawling.
I
on me.
think I'm more scared of a spider web than an actual spider.
I don't like spider webs either.
I used to be.
Can't
I
get
have
off of
gotten
you and you don't know
so
where it's
many
at.
spider
It's so
bites
annoying.
before. Like I just,
I used to be
I'm honestly
terrified
probably
of.
Spider Woman. That should have been my question instead of Bruno Mars. But anyways, did we hear from everybody in their fears?
Wait, I want to say one more.
Okay.
Oh.
After you.
May you go.
I used to be terrified of dogs. Like,
Are you
Harlow too.
yes, oh
Harlow's
my
not here,
gosh.
but Harlow used to be terrified
Like,
of dogs.
every time I'd see one, like, get close, I'd start crying because I remember my neighbor had a dog. Literally, I would start crying and because my neighbor had a dog and they're outside playing with it. And I was, like, still afraid at this time. So I was, like, kind of keeping my distance. And then I'm, like, trying to walk back home, minding my own business. And then the dog starts chasing me. When I tell you, I've never ran faster. And I was, like, 6 or 7. Like, I was a baby. And, ooh.
I've always loved dogs.
Never ran faster. And then the door was like kind of locked, so I was like banging. I was like, let me in, and ooh, and I also used to be terrified of cats too. Like I hated cats and dogs, but now I have 4 cats and a dog.
Lovely. Journey, did you have something to say?
Yeah. So actually, I have to go.
Oh,
I know. But everyone, have a great Halloween. And I love you all.
Bye.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
spooky sayonara. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye,
Bye.
Journey. We love you.
Should I move that to the
Now I get my own microphone.
You have a comfy chair too.
I don't like
What?
this chair.
What? I love
Yeah,
this
move to
chair.
that side where you can only have to
Last
like, 2
week or
cameras.
no? Like 2
Not
weeks
3.
ago, I was sitting in
I know,
this chair, and then
No, like-
Wait, I'm gonna try.
and
Oh no,
then
it'll be good.
Wayne had moved
Just
just
sit in
couldn't
that
hear
chair.
me, but
Yeah.
this chair's still much comfier.
anyway.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Back from the commercial break.
Okay. So nice little intermission. Journey is gone.
No.
I know. So. But anyways, what's the next topic we should talk about on our little Halloween?
Wait,
special
do you have a
edition?
question?
No.
Oh,
What did Clay say earlier? He had some good questions.
favorite scary movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite scary.
I hate scary
and
movies.
ex-
I
and
cannot
ex-
do that.
like
I
scary-
don't
And
do
explain
it.
why.
I can't. It,
Can I say mine?
Yeah.
You good?
Nay. What is your favorite scary movie and why?
Okay. My favorite scary movie is probably
Hold on, everyone. Just Jada, just open up those.
thank you.
We need ASMR.
Because she was trying to do it under the table.
Okay. They
Like,
did.
dump them all out in your hands so you don't have to touch the wrapper
Okay.
anymore.
my
And do not eat into the microphone. I can hear you smacking.
Okay. May. What's your favorite movie?
my favorite scary movie is Scream.
I've never seen
I
it.
mean, neither. I don't intend
It's
to.
there's like multiple
Yeah.
like multiple movies. The 7th one is coming out in February.
Seven?
Yeah,
Wow.
in February I'm pretty sure. But the reason I like it so much is because like they keep it going and they also always have like a new killer.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
always like different and
killers.
We love versatility.
no, and like they always just keep it going and they always like switch it up and it's always like surprising.
Yeah.
And then I want to say one of my least is it's not really a scary movie, but it's like to be gory or whatever. Terrifier.
Never
If you've
seen that
ever-
either.
It's like I don't know. It just-
dislike scary things with a burning passion.
Mhm.
Hence why I got a pink tablecloth to decorate the podcast room today. Kind of wish I would have gone with more of that. The aesthetics don't really match, but you know. I guess my favorite scary movie, pretty much the only ones I've ever watched, are The Conjurings. But also that's like really satanic, and I stopped watching them. But anyways,
Oh, speaking of that, at the end of Terrifier, like they like kill this girl by putting the crown of thorns on her head.
Oh, that's awful.
oh, okay.
The only like scary movies I've watched is The Quiet Place Part
Ooh.
1 and 2.
I don't consider those scary.
Y'all are naming all
Oh.
these movies, but I don't think I've seen any.
Monsters Inc. is scary enough for me. I'm sorry.
Monster
But-
Inc.
Ever since I've watched them, I've had like not reoccurring, I would say, but plenty of dreams where like it actually happened.
Yeah.
And
That's
actually, just recently, I had one where like my whole family died and Alex died,
Oh.
and then I was like, "Oh, I'm alive because I have to tell people about Jesus," and
Yeah.
so I didn't die.
That's nice.
They
Nice way
died.
to bring it back. Yeah. And Ruth, do you like scary movies?
Don't.
I despise scary movies.
Do
I
you
don't
have
like
any scary
the
movies? you like?
scariest movie. The scariest.
Sorry, my facial. I really need to work on that. I know.
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm just saying we're doing a podcast episode about Halloween with a bunch of people that just hate Halloween.
Literally.
Okay. I have a lot of friends who are born in October and like Halloween.
Wow,
Okay,
that's
Amy.
beneficial.
Yeah, but I don't. Actually, my sister was born on Halloween.
Andy, shout out to Andy. We love you.
Andy for this episode.
Oh my
How
god.
did we turn that?
And Ruth, nice face.
Huh? Oh,
Nice.
Yes, we love
sorry,
your
I'm
face.
sorry. The scariest movie I've ever watched is The Meg, and that's about sharks, so it didn't scare me that bad 'cause I
Right.
like sharks.
Jaws?
So. I've never watched the full. I probably have watched Jaws, I just don't remember.
I don't think people consider that scary.
Well, I know.
I'm just
Anyways,
guys, look what I did.
Jada, do you have a favorite scary movie?
Monster Inc.
No, that's true. I feel like y'all know the haunted house or the monster house? Have y'all ever seen that?
No.
Y'all maybe.
Have you ever
We
seen
just
it?
I wasn't
so
allowed
much
to
on
watch
YouTube,
SpongeBob.
so we don't
funny.
know anything.
I was about to just say y'all are too young.
Can we just talk about Christmas?
Goodbye.
Oh, ha ha! Pearl's an adult, guys. She's 18.
Pearl is an adult.
She
Pearl's an
graduated
adult. Snaps.
early.
No snaps, okay. Snaps for yourself.
What's the worst dream you've ever had?
I have a
Okay.
dream.
The worst dream I've ever had. So this is actually recent. It's not the worst dream. I'm sorry, Kaylee. It's not the worst dream I've ever had because I've had a lot of nightmares. What are you staring at? Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
My microphone
sometimes
just became
I'm sorry a lot
dislodged
and
from
wanted
the
to-
You dislocated your microphone.
But a nightmare that I had recently, I woke up in a panic attack from it, and it was awful. Like, I went to my mom's room because I was so scared. So, basically, there's, like, a lot of details, but it's, like, too much to remember, but I do remember, if that makes sense.
Right.
So, my dad, in real life, just left on a 2-week trip to go hunting. So, in my dream, now we're back to the dream. In my dream, I was, like, trying to get to him on this mountain with a sled, and I was sledding up it, but I couldn't sled up it because gravity. So, like, I couldn't
Right.
get to him, so I felt, like, held back, I finally get up the mountain, and then it turns into, like, my place of work. And my boss had hired this new woman that I'd never seen before, and I saw her and instantly got a look of her and decided I didn't like her. Like, there's something off. But everyone around me that I've ever met was sitting there and, like, loving her. And I was like, this is weird. So then she tells all these people that I know and love, like, go down the mountain, I'll be there soon, we're taking a little field trip, da-da-da-da. And I was like, I'm not going down that mountain, y'all are idiots, as I normally would. And so then I turned to go into this room that's like the upstairs at winter camp is what it turns into, this room, which is
Dreams be weird, bro.
random, but it's like not random because like, yeah. So I go in this room and she's following me to lock the door behind me. And so I'm like, we're going back and forth the door, pushing it back and forth, and I'm screaming for help, but obviously no one can hear me because they went down this mountain that I can't go down and couldn't get up and all this stuff was happening. And everyone that I love is like away and I'm screaming and they can't hear me. And so then finally she just opens the door and goes in the room with me and then goes to this back room and comes back and gets a knife.
Okay.
And she tries. It's a big kitchen knife. And she's trying to kill me, but I'm pushing back. And
Pork
then we
tonight.
May.
Sorry.
Okay, finish.
I don't know,
I
but I
don't
didn't
even know
like
what you
it.
said.
No, okay, anyway. So she gets this knife, and then we're wrestling for it, and I get the knife. And because I'm so scared of this woman, I kill her. Like, I stab her with the knife.
Right.
And then she's, like, laying there dead, and I'm backing away scared. And this is when I start having a panic attack in my dream, which I think, like, then correlates to real life. And then she pulls it out of herself, stands up, and then looks me dead in the eye and starts laughing at me. Starts laughing at me as I've just killed this woman. And then she starts telling me every bad thing about myself.
Oh,
Every bad
my
thing I've ever
gosh.
done. Every weakness. How I can never beat her. And how, like, all these things that I failed at in life, like, in real life, like, in the real world. And
Yeah.
how I'll never get all these things that I want. And da-da-da-da. And how I'm not enough. And all these things. All these weaknesses. And then she kills me. Like, literally.
Right.
She stabs me, like, 4 or 5 times. Kills me. And then I wake up from the panic attack. And then the funny thing is, I told Clay about this in real life the next day, and he was like, maybe that means, do you want to know what it means? And I was like, sure, tell me what my dream means. He was like, maybe that means that you're having self-doubt, and you think that you're weak, and that woman is you. And
No, I was
like-
honestly about to say that.
And I
feel like-
genuinely think that could be it.
Yeah. No. What do y'all think about, like, dreams and nightmares? I feel like
I
they
100%
have-
think
I
they all
feel
have
like
meaning.
They all have meaning. And,
I don't
like,
think so.
But I'm
everything
also
that
the type of
happens-
person that thinks everything has meaning. Like,
Yeah.
I genuinely
Yeah.
think there's a deeper meaning to almost, not everything. Like, some things are black and white, but the gray,
Yeah.
there's a lot of gray.
Yeah. Jada, why do you think that dreams don't have meaning?
Because
Or nightmares?
I just don't think they do.
Ooh.
I mean, I don't think.
I believe
think
believe
that-
that as well, but I have a reason.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's not
got the
valid.
one-sided.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, dreams are so stupid sometimes.
Right. That's the
fair.
reason. Is because like my dreams don't make any like it's literally the most random.
None of my
thing.
dreams make sense. So.
Like. Yeah. So basically, if you were to say it could have a meaning, how are you supposed to figure out what that meaning is? Because it's just random stuff.
Yeah. Unconscious.
Don't ask
thought.
out a
I
prize.
think maybe I'm just different than, not in like I'm better, but like,
I understand you.
No,
Like,
I dream
all of
about.
my dreams are things that can happen in real life.
Yeah.
Like, I've
Well,
never
I don't
had
think
like
that
a
would happen
silly.
in real life.
Well, I'm
speaks.
saying it's realistic though. Like, there's no magic.
Oh wait, that's all me.
There's no like cows on the moon,
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Like, almost not every dream, but almost every dream I've ever had has been some form or fashion realistic.
Yeah. I told Clay one time about one of my recurring dreams. I don't dream a lot. I used to whenever I took medicine. But
Yeah.
that was another time. But I don't take medicine anymore, so I rarely dream. But when I do, it's like always, I feel like it's always got a kind of significant unconscious meaning. So like there's a recurring dream that I have where y'all know the like filing cabinets in SpongeBob?
I wasn't allowed to
I
watch
never
SpongeBob.
watched SpongeBob.
Mm,
I wasn't allowed to watch it either.
right.
That's crazy.
Depressing for y'all, but
No
I
childhood.
also understand why. But there's like these huge filing cabinets, if you know, you know, in SpongeBob, and my recurring dream is me falling, just like falling off of them in every single dream ever.
Hmm.
And Clay and
That's
Q
weird.
were like, maybe there's some subconscious thing about that, blah blah blah.
Sorry, I zoned out for a second, and I just heard that your recurring dream was like you were falling from SpongeBob World or something. What did you say?
Yes, falling from the filing cabinets in SpongeBob. Does that
Silence.
The silence is screaming.
It might be your bedtime.
It may
Yeah.
possibly.
Get
be.
her out of here.
Hey, we can have another intermission.
Doesn't she take you home?
This is also true. I can make it.
Okay.
Can I say
More
my
mic
scary-
time for me?
Yes.
Oh no.
May, you go.
Okay, so my scary dream is, so I can't even remember how it led up to this dream, but basically me and my family, I have two brothers and it's my mom. And so me, my mom, and my brother Brian were all lined up outside our house, like against the wall. And my older brother was like walking with a chainsaw and he was just like cutting us in half
Oh, that's
my
One.
awful.
by one, and I survived somehow. And
That's awful.
it was like
I survived.
it-
Brian couldn't.
no, not Brian. My older brother Gibson
Oh, okay.
was the
okay.
one cutting people off. So he cut Brian, then
Dead.
Shout out Brian.
and then my mom dead, and then
Shout
me.
out
I was just alive somehow, and
And maybe that is a deeper meaning of you're strong.
oh, I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
my brother hates me.
No, do
Or
you
maybe
only
she's
have
scared of
brothers?
her
Yeah.
family.
Sadly.
Okay. Besides your mom, maybe you're like the strong feminist woman
That's
girl in the family. Yes, that could be. The
I've
deeper
also had a
meaning.
dream that my dad killed Desi right in front of me.
And you know,
Oh.
knowing your father.
Well, are
no,
you
I'm just
really
playing.
wrong?
I've actually never met your father, and I really
Really?
want to meet him. Yeah, because
Oh.
everybody talks about so many stories about him, but I just don't know
Well,
who he is.
he's a very interesting person. Shout out Kevin Stewart. He's quite the character. Yeah.
But I genuinely
My
do
dad's
think
cool.
every dream has a meaning.
Yeah.
Like behind every dream, there's like a meaning, and but
Maybe
I don't.
not like a
Me-
huge
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might not like
But,
a,
like-
be a huge meaning, but behind every dream, there's like at least a tiny meaning.
I actually talked to Clay about this one time, and I'd asked him if he thinks that like there's a way that like Satan can give us dreams, or that only the Lord
Yeah.
gives us dreams. And I've asked him that, and he said this was like,
Oh, I remember you asking that, and then he
Yes.
didn't like understand the question.
yeah, he didn't understand the question, but then he ended up understanding the question. I just had to give more detail. But I think his answer ended up being that Satan can obviously do things in our lives that make us, focus on things subconsciously, and then we dream about it. God's gonna do things in our life, and then, like, you dream about the things that are happening in your life. It's not that Satan's like, I'm gonna put together this little dream and place it in Ruth's mind tonight, and she's gonna be scared. But then God does give dreams, so that's why I had that question.
Another, like, on the flip side of that, the devil could also, like, I'm not saying that this happens, but he could, like, put a really good dream in your brain.
That's what I was asking him, because
And,
I was
like,
having some good dreams, and I was like,
the devil may be trying to make you, like, idolize a life that...
Yes, that's what was happening.
Yeah.
It's like something that I wanted so very, very badly.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's why I asked Clay. Yes. That's why I asked Clay, because I was like, is this God telling me, like, I just need to hold on, like, this is what I want?
Or
and,
is
like,
this the devil trying to trick you?
Yes, devil! Spoiler alert. It was actually...
Breaking news.
It's actually not breaking news.
It's all
Very
news.
known
It's like
news.
It's shocking to us all.
May, you don't know what we're talking about.
I don't. I'm just adding on.
We need some good commentary.
I haven't had a dream in like 2 weeks.
People
I don't
give
dream
good
often.
commentary.
I haven't had a dream in literally, like, a year.
I had a good dream last night too.
Yeah, we just
Let's hear
Oh my
about
gosh.
the devil. It was the devil. We're not gonna talk about it.
One time I had a dream about eating cake and then it ended right before I took a bite.
Oh,
Oh my lord.
I wanted to like cry after that.
I had a great dream
that,
last night.
your microphone.
It's
friend.
fun. I just think it's just one my phone.
Wait, can I test something real quick?
Testing.
You can do
I
this
was
while
like,
we're dying.
I just thought, like, you'd have a very beautiful, like, speaking and singing voice. You just have a very beautiful voice in general. And so, but also this mic is very crispy. And so I didn't know if it was just your speaking voice. Like, this one's very crispy. Like, this one sounds like a regular mic, but this one's like,
How does my microphone sound? Does it sound bougie?
It sounds like those two.
Oh,
But
not
this
unique.
this one's like,
Right. Okay.
like,
It
this one's
shows
an
me
ASMR
today,
mic.
guys. What can I say? Tells me.
Yeah, so my dream
What's
last
mine?
night.
Okay, go for your dream last night.
Okay, so basically, I had this dream, and it was my future husband, and
Whoa.
Realistic future husband, or like you hope future husband, or like just somebody you think will
wasn't
be your,
normal.
or just somebody.
it wasn't a made-up person; it was a real person from my real life.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Is he actually your future husband?
Kaylee, it's
We
not
haven't
that
gotten there
funny,
yet.
Kaylee.
Okay, Anna Ruth, continue with your dream.
And to anyone out there who may be watching this, 'cause I
Finish
know
your
Clay
dream.
will. It's not who you guys think it is.
Finish your
Okay,
dream.
let's
Like,
keep going. Come
yeah,
on,
I
let's
just
go.
had a
We got
dream
it.
that I met him, and it was just like we went to church together and had a cute little Bible study date. Why are you laughing at me? That's not funny.
You're right. It's not funny.
It seems pretty funny.
Finish your dream.
Anyways, and then we got married and lived happily ever after. So,
Did you have kids?
no,
Bible study. That's hilarious.
no, this is. It's like I guess what I want to happen in real life occurring in my dream.
Right.
Which
That's
not
Satan.
gonna happen.
Fun fact, guys, this might embarrass her, but something,
Just go ahead. Can't embarrass me.
when Anna Ruth was in 6th grade, she wanted to get married at 16.
That's true, and I'm currently 16 for only 4 more months. So if anyone out there
It's like my number is 256.
and has a ring to offer,
Call
you don't have to have a
1-800.
ring. No, 256
No,
572.
do not put your phone number on this. No. Camera's on me. No. The camera's not going on Anna Ruth at all the rest of the entire
No,
time.
please, no. No, they don't watch this.
This is for our entertainment. Nobody watches this.
No, well.
There's a couple people, and to the people that do watch this, we really
watch it.
truly appreciate you, and the value that you bring to
Good
us.
transition.
Comment,
got it.
Comment below if you
Even
watched
though
all.
this podcast
Shut
is
up.
truly for the growth of the people in this room, we also hope that you guys are enjoying listening to us
We
talk
enjoy
and
it.
chit chat. We truly enjoy it and love what we do on Wednesday nights and tonight for our little Halloween special.
Can we
So-
talk about Christmas?
we're gonna take a little bit of a break real quick and then come back to you guys. So yeah. Okay, welcome back from our short little break. We're
never
going
left.
to start talking about whether or not
I'm gonna act like a normal person.
we should, as Christians, support Halloween, or what are our views on Halloween and
Take a picture of me.
Christianity.
Okay.
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 Go, Jenna.
Okay. You want me to go?
Yes, I want you to go. I want to bounce off of you.
Personally, I don't think it's really necessary. You know what I mean? Because this is kind of vague and off topic, but I think Satan uses things that the economy will like really get into in America because like because we are free, he can't like make us be executed for studying the Bible. So he'll use something that people can very, very like have fun with or something and turn it into something very what's that word? Demonic.
Satanic?
Yeah. That's my take on it.
I agree. I think there's a lot of churches and Christians who are like, no Halloween at all. Halloween should not be celebrated. No trick or treating, no candy, no dressing up, anything like that. And I think that's taking it a bit far. I think the no trick or treating and the no candy and the costumes and all that thing, I think that's a bit of a stretch because I think Halloween is similar to Christmas in the way that like, okay, so hold up, there's Sour Patch Kids on my teeth. But the way, like, the true holiday of Halloween is meant to be the scary stuff. And is it Day of the Dead, or am I just, like, making that up?
Yeah, Day of the
Day
Dead.
of the Dead is
It's
Dead.
for
Completely
Mexican
different.
heritage.
Oh.
Day of the Dead is
That's
a
in
completely
May.
different holiday.
But Halloween, the whole point of it is supposed to be scary.
Yeah.
Like, the original, you know, it's, like, supposed to be not good. Like you said, didn't... Huh?
Day of the Dead is for like Mexican.
Yeah, I know. I messed that
heritage.
up in my brain.
Yeah.
Switched it.
Latino.
But it's meant to be, like you said, satanic, demonic, all the things. And it's turned into, I know in America, more of a cultural, let's dress up, eat candy, have fun, da-da-da-da. Same thing, I think, with Christmas. Like, Christmas is meant to be the day that we celebrate Jesus' birth and what he did for us when he was born, but culture has taken that and twisted it and turned it into Christmas tree, presents, Santa Claus, elves.
yeah.
North Pole. So there's people that are not Christians that celebrate Christmas because of the
Because it's taken
festive,
out
the
of- yeah.
holiday, the gifts, all the things that
That's what makes me so upset about Christmas.
culture has turned into. Same thing with Halloween. Like, I think if you're not
Halloween is a celebration that represents the relationship between the living and the dead and the human experience of fear and hope. That's the
Yeah.
definition that
Fear
Google has
and
given.
So I
I
think
don't-
it's very easy
Where's
to
the
get
hope come from?
drawn into this scary. I don't like that. I don't like to be scared. I don't understand why someone would like to be scared. I think that's kind of weird. Like,
Right.
why do you want to instill fear in yourself? I don't get it. But like Halloween, I mean, if you just want candy,
Just
Girl,
go get
go
you some
get
candy,
some
girl.
The fear and hope part, it says Halloween can be a triumph of hope over fear. People wear costumes to represent their fears and hopes and waymaster their fear of death and unknown for a night.
I don't understand where
I
the
don't-
hope part comes in.
I don't
I don't
know.
either.
Maybe like people that hope to be fairies or unicorns. I feel like Halloween is. I mean, I want to be a skeleton. I want to be a unicorn. Like,
why do you want to be a unicorn? Why do you want to be a skeleton?
I don't know. Anna Ruth, the 2-year-olds dress up as unicorns. What did you want to be when you were a 2-year-old?
Let's
I wanted to be
see.
asleep.
I stopped dressing up, I think, when I was in 5th grade, but I was a cat in 5th grade.
Nice.
I was a gumball machine in 3rd grade. I was a witch.
What about 4th grade?
And like,
You
I
just
don't
skipped
know what I
4th
was.
grade?
Witch.
I was
You were a
witch.
witch?
Crazy.
I was
Girl.
I was a medieval witch. I had the prettiest dress. I know, crazy.
I was a
right?
bride
That's
one time.
Pretty much
That was the
worse you
worst.
can say.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I feel like Halloween has never been like our family's biggest holiday, but we were never like against Halloween.
Yeah, that's how we were. Too.
And I've been going back and forth like for the last couple months about like, am I gonna do Santa Claus with my kids? Am I gonna do Halloween?
I don't
with
think
my
I'll do
kids?
Santa Claus. with
Um,
kids.
But
That's
I mean,
like a
there's just so
Christmas
many
podcast.
things that I want to like. I don't know. Trying to
Do you
figure
have to
out.
figure out? Yeah.
Yeah. But Halloween, I feel like, is just another thing to idolize worldly things.
I agree.
I mean,
I
just
agree.
that-
That's my
just
standpoint.
that-
I agree.
I mean, we do that with absolutely everything. We idolize worldly things. Christmas has been turned into getting presents. Oh, I'm already starting my Christmas list. Like, I mean, Halloween is turned into costumes and candy, and dang, Satan is gonna kill us with that candy. Let's just talk about the additives and the sugar. All this crap. But I don't know. It's just interesting to me.
Well, I think also I know at least for my family, like my sister's birthday is on Halloween. So
Yeah.
we tend to focus more on her birthday and like what we're
Yeah.
doing for it. And also like around the time of year, like Desi's birthday was October 15th. So like, you know, thinking about not Halloween, sorry. We're thinking about her birthday.
Yeah.
And so it's not, I never really think about Halloween. I love fall. I love
Yes.
fall.
Yes.
Fall
Ooh, I
is
love
amazing.
fall.
Love fall.
Football
What's that?
season.
Girl,
Doves.
pumpkins
Pumpkins.
and cozy sweaters.
Yes. Cozy sweaters.
School's not my thing.
Swim season.
Right,
Mm.
right.
I'm just kidding. I loved what I did. Yeah, you can use my mic, girl.
You could got both of them.
I'm like stressing.
Here, don't stretch that one anymore.
You have to sit in the seat.
What?
That was just a joke. Sorry. I'm sorry.
She's tired,
It was
y'all.
from a couple podcasts ago.
Mm.
Anyways,
I can't with the
my opinion on Halloween is I genuinely think like nothing's wrong with it. Like, I mean, like people only do it for like the dressing up and the candy and all that. I mean, for me, I feel like it's not a problem as long as you don't use it to celebrate Satan.
Yeah.
Like the dressing up and going to get candy and watching scary movies, okay, but to use it and like to dress up and to worship the devil
Yeah.
or like
That's different.
just in my opinion, I'm okay with it as long as someone's not using it to worship the devil.
Yeah. I feel like that's just that's probably how I'll run my household, or like I don't know, we'll probably still do Halloween and do like the fun trick or treating and stuff,
Mhm.
but not in an unsafe way. Like sometimes Halloween scares me. Like being around. Also, another thing with Halloween, it's just dangerous to be out because
I agree.
it's dangerous to be out because of all the people that are on the roads. Like Halloween's just
All these creepers.
Yeah, and like
I'm sure there's some kind of statistic that says more kidnaps and stuff like that happens on Halloween. Because people are dressed up in a mask you don't know, you can't
Yeah,
tell. Haha, fun
1000%.
Halloween, got your kid.
Yeah, gotcha. Like
Your kid is crazy.
Happy Halloween, trick or treat. I
Right.
choose trick.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Trick,
You thought you were getting a treat. Nope, you got kidnapped. It's like,
trick, treat, or take. I choose take.
Oh my gosh. Another thing that is kind of controversial, is like, I'm just gonna fix my hair. Another thing that's kind of controversial is like scary movies, like the Conjuring movies. It's not like,
Give me
oh, I don't
some.
like being scared, but like,
I genuinely think there's demonic presences in those movies. It's
yeah,
scary.
well, the ones that are like based on true stories, like the
Mhm.
Conjuring movies and their demonic presences, and like I have always watched those movies, but like recently or like last year or 2 years ago, I felt convicted to like stop watching them because like I haven't done enough research for myself or like reading in the Bible to like form my own opinion if like all that stuff is real, and I think it is, but no idea. Don't take my word for it. But I haven't read enough for it or studied any of it, so it kind of just all freaks me out, and I felt convicted to stop watching scary movies. So
Yeah, I agree. Personally, for me, like with the whole scary movies thing, and I remember one time I was at my friend's house and it was like around Halloween time, and she put on this really scary movie where some like, I think she was blind and she couldn't see, and this whole time during the movie, this guy was chasing her trying to kill her, but she couldn't see. She could only hear.
I watched another movie where she was deaf and she was in a house alone, and like
Maybe that was it.
a guy was like trailing around her house and like getting in her house and like taking
Maybe it was
her on
her
her
being
computer.
deaf. Because the
And
movie
it was
I think
actually
was
so scary. Well, the movie wasn't.
Oh wait,
crazy
no.
violent.
I don't know. It was one of the two, but it was
Yeah.
awful. And I just remember
She
thinking,
was deaf. I remember
like,
that movie.
I remember I don't want to be watching this, and my friend's like, "Come on, like it's fun to be scared." And I was, no, it's not. Like I don't enjoy that.
It's actually miserable.
People that get the adrenaline rush, maybe they just have something that I don't. But like, I don't understand why. Like Satan wants to instill fear in you.
Yeah.
Like that is one of his goals is
Yeah.
to instill fear in you. Why do you want to put that on yourself?
Yeah.
Like
I
I
don't
don't want
think-
to be scared.
I don't think Halloween and scary movies and stuff like that is like the devil trying to instill fear.
Well, I mean personally,
Right. No. That's fair.
for me,
That's
like I
valid.
don't want to, because
Give
I don't
into
like
that.
the feeling of being scared. I don't.
Yeah.
I think Satan can use that from me, personally. Hey, Ruth, watch this scary movie. It'll be funny. You'll get a laugh. It'll be adrenaline. No thanks. I don't want to be scared because I'll
Yeah.
have a nightmare from it and then have a panic attack because of that,
Yeah.
and then that's just
Devil trying to get to you.
yeah,
I've never had,
domino effect.
I've never had a panic.
What?
I've never had a panic attack before.
It's
Wow.
not an uncommon thing for people to have panic attacks. That's like. Why did you say what like that?
Because I get panic attacks all the time. So
Oh, nice.
nice.
Not
yeah, that was the
nice.
word you.
No, for real,
One,
nice.
but like I can't tell if it was a panic.
It's really nice to be able to talk about that because that stuff is like real, and so I don't know,
I mean,
being able to share that.
I
is nice.
think also too, I guess this probably goes along with the why I don't like haunted houses. There's been like a few people ask me to go to haunted house within like this year, and I'm just like, no, I can't do it because I think with me for my anxiety, and I used to talk about it all the time, and now I've kind of strayed away from it. Not because I don't know, not for the reason you would think, but I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I don't like putting myself in situations where
no, you can get worked up,
yes,
and the
and
devil
where
can get to you and compromise stuff.
and like me, I don't like to feel weak. Like that lady in my dream made me feel weak and worthless, and I hate that feeling. So I don't want to put myself in a situation that I'm gonna feel out of control in. I'm sorry. I don't want to put myself in a situation that I'm gonna get anxious in, especially because from like January to I don't know, I guess August, I'd had like one panic attack, and which is awesome because that's one in like 8 months. That's like a good thing. And then all of a sudden, like a couple weeks ago, I literally had 4 within like 3 days, and it's just weird because I've not had that experience in such a long time. I guess I thought I was like, oh, I'm past this. I'm over it. And I was just thinking, hoping in my mind that it went away, and it never really goes away. And so I think, especially with like all this scary stuff, and I already don't like scary stuff, I just don't want to put myself in that position to like trigger those emotions again.
Yeah. Whenever I mean, the devil is superficial as like Halloween sounds. He takes that and tries to manipulate you and
Like
get
that
those
dream.
small get those small details to try and doubt yourself or stuff like that. So he's hiding everywhere, and we just gotta continue to fight him, like knowing what's best for ourselves and trusting that God knows what's best for ourselves, but trusting in God and allowing him to like work in us and allowing him to like do his thing, you know?
I also think too, like with Halloween and all the scary stuff, people think like, not that it's wrong, but that, you know, we've been going through this whole conversation with like Satan's scary, you know, evil devil worship or like all this stuff, but also like Satan can come in forms of like beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he can be dressed up as your Prince Charming and you don't even know it, but that's taking you down. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
So that's also scary, I think.
Yeah.
I think that scares me.
And like how you said, you have to trust that God will take care of you. You don't only have to do that, but I guess you could. But leaning on him will also get you through it much smoother. You know what I mean? Like if you lean on him and you talk to him and like he is your best friend, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Like trusting him, yeah, it's good. Like you need to do that. But when he's your best friend, it's just so
Yeah.
much better.
Yeah.
I have scripture that goes with that.
Give it to her.
It's Luke 6:46 through 49. I can't quote it directly, but
Oh, so she doesn't have scripture. No,
okay, I have the scripture, but I can't quote it directly. But the story is obviously it's in Luke, so it's a gospel, and it's a story about these two men. Long story short, they both build houses. One, there's a storm that comes. 6:46 through 49. There's a storm that comes to this house without a foundation and without like the rocks, and then the house falls down and crashes in the storm, and the winds come to this house with the foundation, and it doesn't fall. And I feel like we hear that story a lot, like God is your foundation, but He truly, truly is your foundation.
Yeah.
And in each scenario, storms came to the house, and the winds came, and the house shook.
Rain came and wind blew. My house was built on you.
I'm surrounded
Yeah,
by
that
good
song.
singers, guys.
I had to.
But like,
Hold
in
on.
each-
Can we just finish singing that real quick?
Yeah, sure. For real?
Okay, yeah.
Real singing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm safe with you. My house was built on.
Come on, sing, Jetta.
you.
I can't sing.
Yes, you can.
No.
I know you can.
I'm gonna make it through.
This is what happens when I try to sing in public.
You said everybody.
Christ is my firm foundation. On which I stand. Okay, continue.
Hey.
Y'all make
Okay.
it sing.
But
Okay.
to anyone out there who's listening, which I don't know how many people are listening at this
About
point,
20.
but if you are listening, and I'm glad you are, with or without God, things are gonna happen in your life. Storms are gonna come to your life, and like without Him, you're just gonna crumble.
Yeah,
And that's just a fact. Like
Um,
you may think you're strong, but you're not.
yeah.
Even with him, oh sorry.
No, you go.
Even with him, you're probably gonna fall,
Yeah,
and you're gonna
1000%.
get
1000%.
broke down.
Yeah.
A really crazy misconception that a lot of people have. Were you still talking?
Okay, here you go. You can go.
We're all just
No,
talking.
I'm done.
We're all
You can go.
smart.
Are you for sure?
Yeah.
You sound like me right now. No, I don't ever say I'm gonna stop talking. What am I talking about?
No, a really common misconception that like people have is that with Jesus, He's gonna like take you like from point A to point B, and He's like gonna get you there,
And you're gonna be happy forever.
and you're gonna be happy. But God doesn't take you to stuff; He takes you through stuff.
Hey,
To,
preach.
like-
The barn was red. Hey, you don't know that?
Words
What is happening?
Okay. Any of our viewers that are watching this,
Hold on. What did you say?
the barn is red. The barn was red. Where's Adri? I need Adri. Yeah. You can't hear
Cut.
Headphone users.
No, you you can't hear it once you yell to a certain point because it cuts out. Trust me, I've watched the episodes where I yell. I watched all of them where I'm talking. I mean, like I've watched.
You cut to the parts where only you were talking.
I did that for you.
If
I totally
the
did
episode
that.
does not have Anna Ruth in it, she does not watch.
That's actually.
Just spit her cooking. Okay.
That's actually true. I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry though. I don't care. I mean, I do care. Okay.
Okay. Microphone for Anna Ruth is done. So, we should.
Wiping the Coke. Not Coke. The
Dr. Pepper.
off
You were
my
saying.
face.
I wasn't saying much. But no, that is a big common misconception that Christians have, or just people have in general, that your life is going to be perfect and you're going to get from this to here because you have God with you. But God's going to take you through stuff. So when you learn something, God is always teaching us lessons in literally everything. Like
Amen.
right now,
Amen. We're learning a lesson. Amen. Sorry.
right now in this podcast, we're learning lessons, not just like about what we talk about, but a really big thing for me in worship, and a lot of people in worship, sometimes you can get on the stage and you're worshiping, and then sometimes you can like have pride, like you can take pride in that, and you get prideful and like, oh, I hope I sing good, I hope people like what I sing, which is true because I mean, we want to be able to lead worship We want to be able to sound good so people can be in worship. But there was one time I found myself, I was like, okay, I've got to look really good on stage. I've got to sound really good. I've got to sing these notes perfectly. And I started feeling like really prideful in the fact whenever people would compliment me and say that I did good singing on Sunday. And so I had to take a step back from that. And then something with the podcast is that I really want to make sure that doesn't happen is, I mean, we get to be online. We get to share our opinions. People get to see our faces. I feel like it's a really hard thing that we have to be able to control ourselves or not take pride. I feel like we need to realize that the purpose of this podcast is to grow as people and to like share God's word instead of, ooh, my face is on camera. Like, that's something that I was really nervous about to begin with. And I just really want to, I always am praying over that the people that join the podcast don't end up getting that prideful feeling of, oh, I've just got to get my face on the podcast for the first half and then I'm going to skedaddle. But that's just a little thing to learn about pride. This podcast is helping, like, a really big thing. It's like, it's doing so many great things. And if you guys don't know, the podcast is doing great things for the youth. So thank you for supporting and everything that y'all are doing for us.
When you said that, I want to say, we're filming this on a Saturday night right now. What time is it?
10:09.
It's 10:09. So
We got church tomorrow.
Yeah, like we have church tomorrow. I just think when you said the podcast is doing great things for our youth, like that just shows not to say in a way that sounds like, look at us, we're here on a Saturday night, we're better than you. That's not what I mean. But I mean, like, I think each one of us in this room, and like Journey and Kaylee, they were both in here earlier, genuinely want to be on here because we love the environment and we love the opportunity.
Yeah.
And like, this has been one of my favorite things that we've done. And like, I know I say this was my idea, and I still think that it always has been my idea, but like,
Okay.
sorry. But genuinely, like, I just so enjoy doing this. And
Yeah.
I think it's been great because also, like, yes, I do go back and watch myself talk and see what I say, but it's been helpful for me to see things that I say and be like, oh, and Ruth, why did you say that, you idiot? Like,
It's really good
Clay, please cut
self-reflection.
that out.
Yeah,
Like,
really good self-reflection. Another thing, a lot of the people on here are teenage girls, and we say like and and
Literally.
all that stuff, and literally and I'm a girl. You'll catch that a whole lot, but it's also improving our speaking skills.
I agree.
There's just so much that's doing.
It makes me
so
feel
Yeah,
better
the first
to talk
time-
in public too.
Yeah, the first time I came on here, I said probably like 2.5 sentences because I was just so scared.
Yeah, I feel like it's giving you guys confidence. It's giving you an opportunity to voice your opinions, but mainly it's giving other people an opportunity and us to an opportunity to share God's word
And
Also
community.
think-
and be in community.
A while.
I don't know. We're about
No,
to
not
end
that
it.
long. Probably like 15 minutes.
Like not 30 minutes.
Guys,
but
this
this
is Clay.
is the second half.
He's the best. You probably know
Yeah,
him.
25 minutes, second half.
We've been back here for 25 minutes.
What was the first time?
I don't know.
We're
Don't ask
Probably
me.
about
like 30.
Halloween.
Yeah, you need to be
We in the process.
I'm
How you
here.
getting home? How are you getting home?
Is Desi gone?
Huh?
Is Desi gone?
No, but I don't think she can take you home.
I'll-
I mean, I'm taking you home.
I'll just call my mom.
Okay. I mean, I can take you home if I need to, but if your mom can come get you, that'd be good too.
Okay.
This is gonna flip flop what I just said about hearing myself say things and watching myself saying, oh my gosh, why did you say that?
Yeah.
But also, there's been times, and I don't think any of it is, it's not intended to be in a prideful way, but I'll hear something I'll say and I'll be like, wow, like I was very smart, because it makes me like proud of myself to see the growth in myself.
Yeah.
Because even, I mean, I know, like, I'll have a moment when I'll say something really stupid, and then I'll have another moment, like, a few weeks later, that I said something, and not like it makes up for it, but I was just like, wow, like, I would not have thought that a year ago. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, to see my knowledge
Yeah.
expand.
It's really cool to, like, record like your growth and
Yeah,
like to be able
yeah,
to track
that's
that.
yes, being able to track it. That's what I like about it so much.
I think this podcast has done wonders and is going to continue to do wonders for so many people, for so much of the youth.
I hope so.
But yeah, I think tonight was a great night, a fun little Halloween edition. However we feel about Halloween, however y'all feel about Halloween, I hope you enjoyed. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Maybe one day. Sorry.
Go for it.
Maybe one day we'll like be such a, good podcast. Like we already are a good podcast, but then we can like go on tour. LPY on tour, the Inside on tour. I would love to do that. I think that's so
we're going
cool.
to stick to not that.
The basement.
We're going to stick
Batman
to the
basement.
basement. The perfect, beautiful basement at the coffee house of Lifepoint. So thank you guys for watching and tuning in, and thank you guys for coming and being on the table tonight.
Yes, of course.
What? I ain't done yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Girl.
Yeah. Now
She was just gonna stop me.
tune in for the next episode. This is a little added addition, but y'all
2
have
episodes out this week. Isn't
2
that
episodes
incredible?
out this week. Okay.
Watch them both.
Right. Okay. All right.
Wink,
well,
wink.
Wink, wink. We love you guys, and there's
Nothing
nothing
you can do.
sorry.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
We love you. There's nothing you can do about it. Woo, woo. Come to LPY on Wednesday at 5:30.
Yes.
And 4 p.m. for Bible study.
Yes, and 4
6
p.m. Bible
a.m.
study, and 6
and
a.m. on
6 a.m.
Mondays.
On Mondays for
at
Bible study
Dunkin'.
and you can get a free thing from Dunkin'.